Do I have to? Fine. Fine, whatever. I'll do it. What the fuck is up, everyone? Prison Meddler here, and yes, as you may know, according to my most votes on which band I should rank next, it's either Soulfly, Mastodon, Limp Bizkit, or At the Gates. And predictably, Limp Bizkit has got the most votes, and I honestly want to do that last, but Limp Bizkit has the most votes, so okay, I'll do that first. Sure, I'll do it. But yes, guys, we will be ranking every Limp Bizkit album, and this may be a controversial video too, so as you guys may know, I'm not the biggest fan of Limp Bizkit whatsoever. I may like some materials from here and there, but I am never a fan of Limp Bizkit whatsoever. You guys know how we go. I'm going to go through each album by Limp Bizkit in order of release. Every album by them, that will include their EP, The Unquestionable Truth. I'm not interested in demos, remixes, compilations, live albums, or anything that is outside of Limp Bizkit by band members, such as solos or side projects. But I will not be giving a score out of 5 this time. I'm going to do something different. Instead, I will give each album a thumbs up or a thumbs down. You guys know how thumbs up, thumbs down works. If I like the album enough, I will give it a thumbs up. But if I don't like the album, I'll give it a thumbs down. So you guys how I know. Why am I doing this? No, it's not a permanent thing. It's just this video only. Because I know some of you guys may not like my ratings on some of the Deftones albums. And if y'all don't like my rating on those albums, you will definitely not like my rating on the Limp Bizkit albums whatsoever. Yeah, but anyways, guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and begin. Alrighty. Now, starting up, we got is their debut album, $3 Bill Y'all, released July 1st, 1997, off of Flip / Interscope Records. Now, as we know, this is their debut album. Around that time, it was produced by Ross Robinson, the same producer who did Korn's and Slipknot's first 2 albums. Officially, they were found by Korn bassist Fieldy, who persuaded Ross Robinson to listen to some of Limp Bizkit's demos, and which really impressed Ross Robinson, and he got motivation and decided to work with them on their debut album. Now, I'll say this, this album did have a lot of energy through it. I do like Fred Durst's energy. It got some really great riffs by Wes Borland. And it's got, I would say it's like a mix. I mean, it's got some funky bass from Sam Rivers, the hell, as well. I mean, I really like the aggression from Fred Durst's vocals with certain songs like Counterfeit, Stuck. I mean, Fred Durst brought out the energy from it. And it's got some more melodic tracks, too, like Stalemate. I do like the George Michael's cover, Faith, as well. My main criticism on this album is basically the closing track, Everything. This song is 16 and a half minutes, and it's just, while mostly an instrumental track for the most part, it's just a huge drag. But overall, I actually quite enjoy this album, so I will give this record a thumbs up. Alright, now next up we got is Significant Other, released June 22nd, 1999, off of Flip / Interscope Records. Now, this has a lot more different sound than their previous album. The band's kind of want to experiment things, so a bit more, a mix of new metal, mix of hip-hop, and alternative metal whatsoever. And I kind of like they added like this humor-ish sound to it with the alien-ish sound on the intro of the album. And they added some skits on the last part of the album as well. I mean, it's got some lot of solid hit songs like Nookie, Break Stuff, Rearrange. I thought that was a great song. I like the song that Fred Durst did, Limp Bizkit did, which featured Jonathan Davis and Scott from Korn and Scott Weiland from Stone Temple Pilots. Now, Fred Durst did collaborate with Korn previously on the track All in the Family from Follow the Leader, which that album came out a year before this Significant Other came out. So it's pretty much a favor from a favor between Fred Durst and Jonathan Davis. And what I'm reading, it says the song Don't Go Off Wondering was originally supposed to feature Serj Tankian from System of a Down, but for some reason they removed his vocals, and I don't know why they did that, but oh well. I think this album was originally supposed to have Eminem on there, but he got cut off. And I do like this rap track, In Together Now, which features Method Man, who is from Wu-Tang Clan. Really, and there's a lot of songs that hit well as too, like 1999, I'm Broke. I'm Broke has some really solid crushing riffs by Scott Weiland. No, I'm sorry. What the hell? Wes Borland, my bad. And there may be a few songs I don't really like. Like, I didn't like the song they did with Era Lewis from Stain called No Sex. I thought that was kind of a shitty, corny song. A Lesson Learned I didn't like as well, but overall, I think this is a really solid record, so, yep, I'm also gonna go for a thumbs up. I wouldn't say it's their best album, though. We'll get to that later, but, yep, really solid album. It's a thumbs up. Alright, now next up we got is Chocolate Starfish in the Hot Dog Flavored Water, released October 17, 2000, off of Flip and Interscope Records once again. Now, this is the album where the band is starting to go downhill. Like, you know, the album title, Chocolate Starfish in the Hot Dog Flavored Water. Yeah, that title. And it's basically, you know, Fred Durst's lyrics with his attitude and stuff like that. You know, the song Hot Dog, which is basically a diss track to, you know, to Nine Inch Nails, mainly directed toward Trent Reznor, and Fred Durst stole the lyrics in the chorus. But I'll say this, there are some songs that do hit. Like, I do like the song My Way, solid song. I do not like the song Rollin'. I did like this back then, but nowadays I thought the song was really annoying and very repetitive and kind of corny too. Live It Up, that song hit. I do like the one. I did not like the track Get Your Groove On, which features Exhibit. Nah, did not like that track. Boiler, I that's probably one of my favorite Limp Bizkit songs of all time. I do dug Limp Bizkit. I'm sorry, Boiler, that's a really good track. But there's a lot of songs in there that's a complete dud. Like, I did not like Hold On. That song also featured Scott Weiland. I didn't care for It'll Be Okay. I mean, there's a lot of dud songs here and there. I did not like the Urban Assault Vehicle version of Rollin', which is basically a full rap track. Did not like it. And I also did not like the outro. That is a huge, dumb way to open. I think it had fucking Ben Stiller on there. It's most likely a skit closer track, and yeah, didn't like it. But anyways, guys, I'm not sure if I should give it a thumbs up or a thumbs down, so I'll probably give this right here at the middle, like right here. And like, if I were to give this album a score out of 5, it would probably be like a 2.5 to 5 or so, which is basically the middle rating. So I'll go for a thumbs middle, I guess. I don't know. We'll go for that. Alrighty, next up we got is Results May Vary, released September 23rd, 2003. Off of Flip and Interscope Records once again. As you may know, after the releases of Significant Others and Chocolate Starfish, the band pretty much blew up. Like, they're like the biggest rock bands around that time. New metal was huge. They brought up, along with big new metal bands coming out, you know, like Korn, Slipknot, Linkin Park, Papa Roach, Deftones, etc. Around that time, well, along with Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit eventually blew up. And with this album, they kind of want to decide to go into a more melodic style for airplay, and looks like the receptions didn't turn out so well. Now, as you may know, this is the band's only album without Wes Borland on guitar, and because of respective musical careers with differences, and yeah, I mean, unfortunately, the guitars on this album is Mike Smith, who was previously from the new metal band snot. This album didn't really turn out so well. I mean, you know, the lyrical content in this album, like, you know, this whole controversy thing with Fred Durst and Britney Spears. Like, there have been, like, rumors that they're in a relationship. Fred Durst has written some songs for her, and stuff like that, which later turned out to be false. You know, the song Eat You Alive is basically about, according to rumors, is basically about Fred Durst wanting to eat Britney Spears' pussy out, but it turned out he wants to eat out Angelina Jolie. And yeah, Eat You Alive, nuh-uh. I mean, it's just such a creepy song. I don't like, especially about how Fred Durst is feeling about it. It's just fucking weird and gross to listen to. By wanting to sniff panties and stuff like that. That's like, in the music video, like, you tied her up. That's like, I would say that's kind of rape. And most of the lyrics throughout this album is basically about Fred Durst's past, you know, with his fucking self-pity, being betrayed, childhood pain, and, you know, songs about his fucking middle school crush that he can't get over it, despite making this album in his early 30s. Yeah, it has, I say it's a lot more of a butt-rockish song with some elements of nu metal, and Fred Durst's singing throughout most of the album is just, I would say it's just pure cringe. There may be a few okay songs that I don't mind, like for example, Creamer, Radio's Dead, and maybe Let Me Down. I mean, Let Me Down kind of has a decent production, but I wouldn't say any of those songs are good. And this may be controversial, but I fucking hate their Who cover, Behind Blue Eyes. Oh my god, that song is so horrible. And yeah, I mean, this album is just a huge mess. I don't like the production. Fred's singing is pretty cringe at times. And yeah, I mean, and, oh my god, don't get me started with the song Red Light, Green Light, which features Snoop Dogg on there. I mean, it's trying to do with this rap track sound. It's like Get Your Groove On, but worse. Absolute cringe. And it seems like DJ Lethal sounds like he doesn't really fit with this type of album at all. And it has some DJ scratches that are quite unnecessary. But yeah, guys, yeah, that's pretty much it. This album is not good, so wow, wow, wow. Alrighty, next up we got is their EP, The Unquestionable Truth, Part 1, released May 2nd, 2005, off of Flip/Geffen Records. Looks like they decided they partially went to a new record label, I guess. But yeah, this sound brought back West Borland after a huge sloppy album from the previous sloppy album. This album really stepped their game up. It definitely improved. They brought back Ross Robinson, and they really stepped their game up, like I said. The lyrical content is much more serious than their previous one. I would say it's easily their most serious album, which focuses on propaganda, Catholic sex abuse, terrorism, and fame. Fred Durst has been putting out some real shit throughout this album, and it's got some really aggressive tone throughout, you know, and it's got some several elements, like the Surrender kind of has this, you know, has some really solid groovy bass line with ambient sounded from DJ Lethal. The Key kind of has this funky sound to it, and yeah, guys, I say this is a very underrated EP. This is kind of a really odd thing to say, but I would say this is probably my favorite Limp Bizkit album. If we're not counting this album in the discography, I would probably say $3 Bill Y'all is their best. So, yep, guys, back to thumbs up. Hopefully we can keep going with thumbs up. Next up, and no, it's not The Uncrushable Truth Part 2. For some reason, they didn't put it out there. Originally they are, but guess they're not. Anyways, next up we got is Gold Cobra, released June 28, 2011, off of Flip/Interscope Records. So they moved back to Interscope. Yeah. This got bad again. And I don't know what the fuck happened here. So, I guess after The Unquestionable Truth, the band decided to go on hiatus, and they reunited in 2009 and started to make a new album. And yeah, this is another pretty bad album, I have to say. But I'll say this. It's better than Results May Vary. I'll give it that. But it's still not a good album. I mean, it got a lot of cringy moments. Like, don't get me started with the song Auto-Tune-ish. What the living shit is that? And Walking Away kind of has some elements from Results May Vary, and I just do not like it. I just don't like the production as well. I thought it was pretty bad. I mean, Bring It Back has some of the most annoying beats from DJ Lethal. With the samples, it's just incredibly annoying. Now, there's a few things I do like the song Shotgun. I do like the solos that Wes has put out, and I do like the DJ mix at the outro. But other than that, yeah, I mean, this is not a good album either. So, yes, I'll say it's better than Results May Vary, but it's still not a good album. So, yeah, hate to say it, but it's going another thumbs down. Next up we got is Still Sucks. Released October 31st, 2021 off of Suretone Records. Now, this is their first album in 10 years, and do I have to fucking review this again? Oh my god, okay. Before we get to that, they went to development hell throughout this album. They were originally supposed to release a title called Stampede of a Disco Elephant or something like that, and it was supposed to be released under Cash Money Records, and they put out, I think they did put a song they did with Lil Wayne on it, and a few more after that, which I forgot what they are, and the bands have been touring on and off for a while, and for some reason they put out this record, and holy shit, terrible album. I have to say this is their worst record, you guys. I still hate this album. And yes, this album still fucking sucks. And when I did a review on this back then, I don't know if it's still out there, but holy fucking hell. I pissed a lot of Limp Bizkit fanboys out there. Like, they were worshipping Fred Durst's Chocolate Starfish with this album, putting out death threats. It comes to the point where I had to private this video. I mean, I forgot if I put it back on public, but holy hell, they were pissed off when I did a review on that. Saying, oh, they put out some personal insults towards me. They were way out of hand with this album. Yeah, I would say this album still sucks. I mean, it's got some stupid lyrics ever. Can we talk about the song You Bring Out the Worst in Me? Oh my god, that was a fucking horrible song. Turn It Up, Bitch. Awful fucking song. I hate that woman rapping, the sample woman rapping throughout. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to talk about this record anymore. Fuck this album. This album is a big, big thumbs down. This album is trash. Easily their worst album. I don't care what everyone says. Most people say it's their best since Chocolate Starfish. No. Absolutely fucking not. It is their worst album. Results May Vary as a masterpiece compared to this album. Still sucks. It's probably the worst album I've heard in the 2020s. By far. It's up there with Path of Totality, Illit Divinum Insanus, Lulu. That level of pure trash. I'd say it's worse than Linkin Park's One More Light. That's how horrible this album is. So yeah. You know what? Fuck thumbs down. More like a middle finger to this album. Because this album sucks. And it still fucking sucks. Alright guys. That is my ranking every Limp Bizkit album. So what are your thoughts on the every Limp Bizkit album? Let me know in the comments. So yeah guys. That's it. Subscribe for more content. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, guys, I'll see you guys later.